Today's news. Approximately 100 former candidates refused to recognize election results. Supreme Court rejects students' lawsuit. CRBCFSC Chairman. There is no hijab problem in schools. Struggle Against Tuberculosis project concluded. The parliamentary elections held on November 7th were fraudulent. The election results should be annulled and new elections should be held. This is what has been demanded by approximately 100 former parliamentary candidates who held a forum today at opposition headquarters. Musavat Party Chairman Issa Gamber said that the results declared by the Central Election Commission cannot be considered legitimate. According to him, the elections were totally falsified. Even the percentage of voters participating in the election was falsified. In reality, voter turnout was 15%, but the CEC claimed it was 50%, said Gamber. He proposed appealing the CEC's decision in the Constitutional Court. APFP Chairman Ali Karamli emphasized the importance of continuing to fight for the annulment of the election results. Members of the meeting discussed the draft statement, which will include the importance of annulling the election results, implementing democratic reforms, amending election legislation, and holding new elections. Former parliamentary member and candidate Panah Hussein suggested establishing an alternative organization to the national parliament, which could make decisions on problems like these. Arif Hacılı, Ali Oruca, Fuad Gafmanlı, Erkin Gagirlı, Panah Hussein, Babaya Abil formed the working group for preparing the proposal. They released a statement expressing their refusal to recognize the election results and demanding a re-election.
Today, the Supreme Court heard the appeal of student journalist Elmin Bedelov, who was dismissed from the Azerbaijan State Oil Academy under the ruling of the Baku Appellate Court on the 2nd of July. Judge Akif Iskenderov chaired the hearing. The Supreme Court upheld the decision of the courts and rejected his lawsuit. Bedelov said that he would be appealing to the European Court of Human Rights. Members of the Dalga Youth Movement held a protest in front of the Supreme Court building. They held posters with slogans saying, "Free education, I don't want oil, I want education, education without bribery," and were complaining about problems with the Azerbaijani education system. Another protest action was also attempted, but was curtailed by police, who detained Pervez Azimov before releasing him later on. Bedelov said that he would continue his fight to be reinstated in the academy. According to Bedelov, his dismissal from the university stems from his article, Reportage from the Oil Academy, which alleged that there are elements of corruption in the Azerbaijan State Oil Academy.
On November 23rd, in the Azerbaijan Media Center, the Religious Belief and Conscience Freedom Support Center held a press conference on Education Minister Nasir Mardanov's statement on the ban of hijab in schools in the event held at the Gulistan Palace. It was stated that hijab-wearing women have been harassed since 1998. They are not able to attain identification cards as they have not been allowed to take photos without the hijab. It is also reported that the hijab-wearing women's social rights are being violated and face difficulties in marriage and education. Further, school directors raised objections to women attending lessons in hijab in any school or university. Nevertheless, speakers have continuously stated these issues have been solved based on legislation. Religious Belief and Conscience Freedom Support Center Chairman Ilgar Ibrahimoglu stated that hijab-wearing women face problems in education every year. This problem involves not all the education system, just some schools. According to him, although there was a lot of talk of banning the hijab in 2007, it did not come into force. Hacı Ilgar stated that the Religious Belief and Conscience Freedom Support Center holds monitoring on religious rights protection, and aside from minor cases, there hasn't been any problem related to hijab-wearing women in schools. He mentioned that hijab is not banned according to the law. According to Ilgar Ibrahimoglu, the minister's opinion was taken out of context. The minister spoke about school uniforms, not about a ban on the hijab.
The Azerbaijan Health Communication Association held a press conference today on the development of communication materials for effective prevention and treatment of tuberculosis in Azerbaijan. Total Azerbaijan financed the project for a year. General Director Mr. Mark Foyard spoke about Total's activity, the exploration, output and transportation of oil in Azerbaijan. They also finance health projects. He spoke about the struggle against tuberculosis in the country. Director of the Lung Disease Institute, Elchan Mamedovbekov, stated that there are more than 10,000 tuberculosis patients in Azerbaijan. He emphasized that TB is a curable disease and went on to talk about the problem of patients stopping treatment at the first sign of recovering, which reduces their overall chance of survival. The project was conducted by the Azerbaijan Health Communication Association and disseminated 20,000 posters and 10,000 brochures amongst TB patients. Television channels ATV, Public TV and ANS broadcasted project materials to publicize the fight against TB. 6 other regional TV channels have started to broadcast this material too. As part of the project, 2 video clips and a documentary film were created.